Hey everybody, this is American Nana. I hope everybody is doing well. For those that were in the path of the hurricane, I hope that you are safe. I hope you have electricity. My aunt said she probably is looking at a good, 2 weeks to have electricity restored. But thankfully she has a generator. So we had a lot of rain. We normally don't get like the outlying issues, but we did have a lot of wind, a lot of rain. We kept our power, but took out my internet, which I just can't. I can't even think. I couldn't even do an embroidery thing because I needed the internet so that I could get my pattern, so that I could put my pattern onto the machine. So, I was just, it's like if you tell me I have to boil my water, which we had to do not long ago. Running water in my home that comes right out of the faucet that I use every single day, and for a week or 5 days, it seemed like for years, I couldn't do that. I didn't function very well, I promise. And my husband was like, "What's the problem?" And I'm like, "Well, I don't even, how do you shower in this?" I mean, it was just so funny. We did lose our internet, and then my phone decided yesterday. I don't know if AT&T was having issues or I just don't know what was going on. But it was just my phone wasn't working. I don't have Messenger on this iPad. Well, it wouldn't do me any good because I had to use cellular and I don't have those hotspot things. So I couldn't use my iPads anyway. Well, my phone was just, I don't even know what happens, but when you turn it on, it had a SOS up at the top. And I don't know. It was just a really bad day for that to happen. So, my husband was laughing at me because I'm like, "Oh gosh, the internet's just got to come up. My phone's just got to work." And my husband's going, "Damn, be glad we have electricity." I'm very glad we have electricity. I would have to literally go someplace and pay to stay because I can't I can't function. So, please excuse how I look. I'm tired. It's been a stressful few months for everyone or anyone that's watching this video. If you've watched me before, hopefully you know that I support I never ask for subscribers. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I don't ask for subscribers. I figure that for one, I'm really too old to interest people. For two, I'm only going to do videos on things that really reach me. I don't jump into every single trial. I jump into the trials that they just kind of, as Trooper Paul says, they speak to him. Let's believe it at that, except when I say something speaks to me, it has a completely different meaning. So I hope those of you can tell the difference. But I have to say, if you would please check out my grandson, Crack in the Box. Now, he's not by blood my grandson, but I assure you, I have 6 grandchildren, and I love him just as much as my grandchildren here. So in my heart, he is always and forever my grandson. And yesterday was a very difficult day because now I gotta sorry. It was the anniversary of his passing. But his mom made an absolutely beautiful, beautiful video full of people that Corey touched their lives. And you can see that on Crack in the Box. So it's hard to put into words and hard to explain, but the coming of this date just so I hope that you guys will check out Crack in the Box and the Crap Goth. And it's kind of strange because I do these videos and they're far, far from what Pixie or Corey would do. I'm a true crime buff. That's just, my curiosity is just there. My wanting to see justice is there. And sadly, with everything going on in Canton, Mass, I guess you could say my eyes are just open even more. So I'm going to put this on the screen somehow, and you can just hit pause to read it. But I want to address some things regarding Trooper Proctor being suspended. And if you see me looking down, the glare bothers me a lot, and I don't wear my glasses because that, as you can see, it's like, whoa. And I have a hard enough time seeing. I have that eye disease, and I have I don't know, the bifocal issue, but they're the hidden bifocal. You know, when you get my age, it just doesn't matter. You're just glad you got glasses that allow you to see. So I want to read this. Now, this is going to be on the screen, and I do apologize. I will be looking down or sideways, whatever, because I don't want to misstate a single word. As we know, Trooper Proctor has been suspended without pay, and apparently, let's see, who is he? Brian Williams, who is the president of the State Police Association. Okay, I'm going to try. Please don't laugh and please don't judge. Ever since I was a child, I can't say this word. Association of Massachusetts said in a statement, okay, so let me just see. The decision, this Brian Williams person, you need to actually find another job, okay? Because for this kind of a comment, you guys don't even get it still. Let me help you out. Let me read this. The decision to suspend him without pay pending the outcome of the investigation is disappointing because it shifts Trooper Proctor's punishment to his young family. Brian Williams, president of the State Police Association of Massachusetts, said in a statement, his children will lose access to benefits such as health insurance. To mitigate the impact on them, a more reasonable action would have been a suspension that did not affect their medical coverage. Williams said as the internal investigation continues, the Police Association has not yet received any new information that Proctor's punishment was for anything other than those texts. Proctor admitted during his testimony during the 9-week trial that he sent texts that were unprofessional and regrettable, but claimed they had no bearing on the integrity of the investigation. My question to those of you in such power in the state of Massachusetts, I think I'm saying it right, but it's a struggle. I apologize. It's a mouthful for me. Okay, first of all, you're going to feel sorry for Trooper Proctor, his wife, and his family. I have a lot of thoughts on that. But let me just say, the biggest thought that I have, oh no, I can't even put them into, I can't even put them in line with things. First of all, no one has any business whatsoever in any law enforcement position or a position that you're dealing with any human being, any animal really. I mean, think about it. If you don't have integrity, that's it. That says it all. He proved by reading those text messages he has absolutely no integrity. None. Zero respect for any suspect. Zero respect for anyone. Yes, I do feel sorry for the children. But you know what? I also feel sorry for children of murderers, people that steal, people that kill, people that do everything under the sun that's wrong and end up in prison. They're innocent. The children are innocent. And Trooper Proctor's children are innocent. Of course, we can feel sorry for the children. But don't lose yourself. Don't sell yourself out to say that he is in any shape, form, any little capacity a victim. He is a detestable human being, is what he is. Detestable. The fact that he's on the police force and been on it, I'm sorry, the trooper. I have a state trooper in my family. There's no way he would support this behavior. And no, it's not in Massachusetts. So I'm not sure what all Brian Williams does in his capacity. However, with statements like that, it's obvious that integrity means nothing to him either. So you might want to check into him, because it seems to go really high that you guys seem to just treat people beneath you as if they're commoners. And as Rita says, the common folk. I'm going to make a t-shirt for the common folk. I don't know, maybe it'll say pink people, we're the common folk. Or, I don't know. I'm going to work on that. And I'm going to have a t-shirt. And it's going to be on my store pretty soon. Because, quite frankly, Massachusetts needs all the help they can get. I mean, this is a spokesperson. This is what is he again? He's the, hold on. He is the, oh my gosh. Shut the front door. He's the president of the State Police Association of Massachusetts. The friggin' president. Buddy, you need a new job. You need a new job. What I feel bad for is that this person, Trooper Proctor, was ever allowed to have any contact with any commoner, with any subject, with any person, his entire career. He sold his soul to the devil. These people in Canton that act like everybody else is just like, I don't know, what are we to? I'm sorry. No, it's on one. I have to have it on one. And I can't go inside because my baby girl will want me. So, yesterday I needed a lot of her wants. I took all the hugs I could get. So, I know I shouldn't ramble on because I don't think people listen to me for just but a few minutes, and I don't blame them. But this just boils my blood. I think you all need to be extremely careful before you open your mouths. Because what comes out of them? I can't believe a president of the Trooper Association feels sorry for a trooper with no integrity who got caught. And everybody just wants to say it's about the text messages. Well, no, it's not. It's not. This piece of garbage wants to convince the world, not just the jury, but convince the world that he had this case wrapped up truly in a matter of hours. Let's not forget that his decision was already made after speaking to Jennifer McCabe, Brian Albert, and whoever Jennifer McCabe's husband is, I forget. I find it funny that he does, what is it, some kind of IT or some kind of computer shit, and she gets on the stand and she's just so proud that she handed her phone over. She handed her phone. I handed it over. But she didn't have any idea, right? Because they didn't get on that subject enough. But the expert that testified the phone had been wiped. So I'm going to find that and I'll post that, because I mean you're missing it all. There was no integrity in this investigation, and that's why I sat through the whole trial yelling at the screen, literally, with some of these witnesses that were on the stand, and I was like, how in the hell can the OKeefe family not just come unglued at the DA? Because if that were me sitting there, I'd be jumping to sit over in another seat. I'd be trying to sit with Karen Reed's family, because there was absolutely no evidence to support what you guys tried to pin on her. And the audacity to say she's living her best life. Now, the president of the association didn't say that. That was Paul OKeefe. So, let me just ask. Let me ask. What is the number one thing that you think a police officer or anyone in law enforcement should have as a good quality. Number one, I'll help you out there. That'd be integrity. That's number one. Have integrity. Have empathy. How about compassion? How about fairly investigating a crime? And the other thing just cracks me up, right? You get on the stand and you talk about recusal, right? But you only recused yourself from the, let me think. Oh, from questioning of people that you knew. Massachusetts has a new meaning for just about everything. I mean, I know that different states are different. I've lived in a couple. And I know that even though we're in the United States, the states have unique things about them. Most would like those things to be a positive thought. You're not going to like everything about the state you live in, so you're not going to like everything about other states. But there's a few things that your common sense is going to scream bullshit. And folks, bullshit. I've tried to think of different things that trooper, whatever, could do. I really have. I mean, I've thought about it. You can't work at a burger joint because if someone heard your voice, saw your face, touched their bag of food, they would just say, forget it, right? You could probably work for Danny Pizza and deliver for them because I'm guessing that the only people that actually eat there are going to be friends and family. The select of Canton, probably. Just the select. Commoners aren't going to eat there. You know, the common folk, as Rita says. I love that. I love that statement. You go, Rita. Anybody that wants to get major insight into what all is going on in Canton, please subscribe to the Young Jerks channel. I have gotten to where now I watch the select board meetings. I mean, I'll scream with you. I'll scream with you. And Miss O'Donnell going over, what was it, half a minute to finish her sentence? Half a minute? I don't know. And you kick her out? Because then you keep arguing with her and she's going to defend herself. That woman's got some guts. Her and Rita, man, they're just, don't mess with them two women because you're not going to intimidate them. But yet you try right there. You know that your board meeting is being televised. It's being put out on YouTube. Yet you act in that manner. So, I don't know. You know, you should, there's just so many. I'm going to have to do something else on it because I can't think. But if I try really, you know, so far, the only thing that I've come up with that would be a job for Trooper Proctor, one that does not require integrity, one that does not really involve any human contact or decision making. I think the sewage worker or the waste facilities, that would be okay as long as he wasn't assigned to an area that he knew people lived in that he doesn't like. So that's even very difficult. I'm guessing his best bet's going to be D&E Pizza. And I'm thinking that all of you that think that he's the victim, woe is him, and you say the only thing he's being investigated regarding is the text messages, are you for real? Are you? Are you for real? Because if that's the only thing he's being investigated, then all you need to be just removed. But I'm going to say I don't think so. His behavior, there is no way anyone with any integrity or concern for the people of Massachusetts to allow that man back on any capacity in law enforcement of any kind, of anything that holds a badge, anything that holds a gun. I mean, dude, you can't even work security. You would let your friends in, and you would not let the people in that show. I mean, it's so obvious. Integrity means everything. And for those of you that keep defending this person, I really want you to think hard. Put yourself in Karen Reed's shoes. Put yourself in Karen Reed's parents' shoes. And tell me that you would not be outraged if this man was speaking of your daughter, of your friend, of someone you know, you love, and you believe in. And then tell me again how sorry you feel that it's without pay. This man should have seen this coming long ago. But you know what? The McAlberts kept telling him it'd be okay. And what? Did we wait for the trial to end, and if it didn't go their way, he would be punished? But if it did go their way, would he have just been left on his own? That answer won't ever be answered. We'll never know. We'll never know. Because I don't see much integrity in a town of Canton. Not with the select folk. The integrity is with the common folk. And I will wear a common folk pink lady shirt any day before I would support one of you crooks, self-centered people who seem to have the ability to ruin anybody's life that you want. I wonder, it's so horrible. So horrible. You should feel sorry for the children Officer John O'Keefe left behind. When it comes to children, there's a lot of softness and a lot of heartache. When you have empathy, it's really hard to not hurt for these people, for these children. I'd go to the ends of the earth to protect my children. To this day, and my grandchildren even more so, honestly. There's something about having a grandchild. But Trooper Proctor is an embarrassment to the badge. He's a disgrace to the badge. In any state, in any country, in anything whatsoever. He's a disgrace. And to defend that disgrace, you say how sorry you feel for his family. That's something every crook, criminal, person doing wrong should think of beforehand, right? He's in the same capacity as these criminals. He's a criminal. Get up on a stand and lie and say that his investigation, it was lack thereof, was done with integrity. And all the evidence pointed to Karen Reed. No, all the hearsay shit did. You tried to frame her because of hearsay. You didn't look at the whole thing because, folks, if Karen Reed, bless her heart, why did she wake up that day and go look for him? I mean, had she woken up and found him and he survived, it would have been just wonderful. Why did she have to wake up and go look for him? But yet y'all want to say she killed him. If she killed him, she wouldn't have gone look for him. If she killed him, she wouldn't have sent all those messages pissed off at him. Karen Reed, if you look at Karen Reed's behavior, matches up with someone who's pissed off and worried and being taken advantage of. Those were the thoughts going through her mind when he never came home before she fell asleep. So yeah, I mean, you're going to assume he's either with another woman or drunk on the couch, or, I mean, hell, you can't, and to try to even just be so greedy that you just anything, charge her with a DUI. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Then you charge them all with a DUI. They were all drinking 1 for 1. Except we don't know what Karen Reed, how much she drank. We don't have that answer. We have speculation. We have hearsay. We have counting glasses that those of us, some of them didn't see. I mean, it's like, wow. I saw her buy some and hand some to other people and not take one. You lost me on trying to count that. So, I mean, you just everything that you've done here is speculation. Where else in this country can you convict someone on speculation and hearsay? Because that's all you had. And that Sally Port video, and I'm telling you now, you had it in there, you messed with it, then you backed it out, then the camera's working as you pull it in for the final time. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not really working because it's inverted. But inverted is just mirrored. But it's the same thing. No, dumbass, it's not the same thing. You're looking at what you think is the passenger side and you're shining the light. Because you know what? Think about it, folks. Think about it. That was the driver's side and they tried to make it appear as though it was broken because the white area was shining. I'm not sure how the white, because anytime I saw the lights, it was the red that I was seeing. And I saw that when the car was leaving John's house. So to feel sorry for Proctor and his wife, let's say she probably has a job because she said she supported her husband. We know she's got Jill Daniels behind her, so maybe Jill Daniels has some money. Maybe she'll help them out if they weren't already prepared. Maybe the McAlberts are going to help them. Obviously, I got a feeling that this, what is his name? Is it Brian Williams? I bet they set up some kind of fund for this family because they feel so sorry for the family. Do you do that for regular criminals? Do you do that for the regular folks that you try to convict for crimes? And I don't know because I haven't seen, but I'm going to go back and look. But I hear that you arrested Turtle Boy in front of his children. In front of his children on trumped up charges. And that's okay with you guys, because what is Turtle? He's just a journalist. He's just a hothead journalist. He's a passionate journalist. I've watched some of his videos, and I mean, I'm old, so I'm probably kind of like his mom. It's like, you got a lot to say, son, and you make a lot of sense, but if you could just tone it down a little bit, not be so aggressive, not let everybody see your contempt and hatred, and watch your mouth a little, then I think more people would watch him. But when you're trying to gather information, Turtle Boy has been out there from the beginning investigating. And whether you like how he presents it or you don't, he has a lot of great information. But he's just an investigator. And they trumped shit up on him and arrested him in front of his children. Where was your feel sorry for him now? Who felt sorry for him? I believe he spent 60 days in jail. Who cared? Who cared about that? Who cared about his children? Who cared about any of it? And that's all because what? He was picketing in front of these people, and that was harassing them. He was saying that D&E has blood pizza, and he was harassing them. Oh, and I've got a lot to say about Chris Albert's apology. That's my next video, because I've already talked so long. Y'all probably just only listen to 5 or 10 minutes and turn me off. And you know what? I probably would too. But the thing is I just have to get this off my chest somehow. I mean, I truly am one of those people. What is it? It's not OCD. It's not, I don't know what it is, but I get hyper focused, and when I'm hyper focused, that's it. That's boom, that's where I am. And every day I see something else that just absolutely blows my mind. It just, oh my gosh. My eyes are kind of dry. When I cry a lot, my eyes dry out. And it's so funny because years ago I worked at a pharmacy and something happened. And that was very, very tragic for me. I'm not going to go into it, but it just literally broke my heart. I mean, it was many, many years ago. And literally, I couldn't stop crying. I think it was a week. I had to call into work a few days because I can't see. If I can't see, I can't type a prescription. And, I ended up talking to my boss, and, he's the pharmacist, and I'm like, I can't, my eyes won't focus. I can't see. I don't know, I don't know what to do. And he said, well, you need some tears, those tear drops. You put those in your eyes. And it worked, and I was able to work again. But I take things, I feel things very, very deeply and take them to an extreme, I guess you would say. So anyway, I'm gonna get better at videos, but what I read, I'm going to put on the next screen. So hopefully it's on there long enough that you can, just pause it and read it, and you'll see that I read it verbatim. And it's not just Proctor that needs gone. I mean, even the governor should see that, right? Every single person that was on his threads needs to be relieved of duty. part of integrity, part of doing the right thing when no one is looking, is also saying something when you see something wrong. When you see something, you say something. And if you did not feel safe enough to tell your superior, or their superior, or even their superior, you keep going until you find someone that you feel you're safe enough to make comments to, and you say, this is wrong. Not only is it wrong, you should have pulled his ass right off that case. You knew the text messages were there because you were in the text messages. And you let him keep running with the case. I'd have pulled his ass off that case, and I'd have had people that didn't even know these families out there trying to see if they could salvage it. But you know what? You waited too long. Nobody wanted to bother the homeowner because he was a Boston cop too. Nobody is ever going to know 100% for sure what happened to Officer John O'Keefe because of this joke, this circus of an investigation. It's not just that you tried to prosecute an innocent woman. You let a killer off. You let a killer off, a killer of a cop. You let a killer of a cop off because you didn't bother to investigate. You sitting up on that stand saying that you figured it out within a few hours is such bullshit. It makes me sick. Feel sorry for him, my ass. No, not this Nana. Nothing you can say, no way you can convince me. Am I a little bit, I don't know, mouthy today? Yeah, I'm mouthy today. I am. Takes a lot of audacity to sit there and say how sorry you feel that he's been suspended with no pay. Maybe his wife has benefits. I mean, she says she supports her husband. So, she can put everybody on her health insurance. We can feel sorry for all kinds of people with no health insurance. I mean, my God, there's people that can't afford it. Kamikaze. I'm hoping it was a mud dauber or dirt dauber and not a whatever. All right, I'm gonna hush because I'm probably losing everybody by now, but I'm gonna get better. I've got a few things, and yeah, I'm gonna do my thought on Chris Albert here in a moment, and hopefully you guys will bear with me because I've once again have just rambled on, and at least I'm somebody you can put in your ear because you don't have to see chat, you don't have to see what's going on. You know, I'm just sitting here, you know, flies, dirt daubers, wasp, whatever. You know, you don't have to worry about what's on the screen because it's just an old lady talking. So at least, you know, maybe I'll at least be like the ear person. Y'all can say, oh, anytime I don't want to have to watch. And I have that a lot. I have people that I just listen to. But then when there's chats going on, I try so hard to keep up and do chats. And I get so lost in the mix. And then they have the slow chat. And then I'll respond to somebody. And then the slow chat thingy is on there and it tells me, oh, I got another 8 seconds. Well, then I forget who I'm responding to, and then there's somebody else makes a comment to me. I'm trying to, you know, it's like I have to take a note to put the people so that when I can respond, and then I've got all these at, are they even seeing it? I don't know. But I'm gonna hush now. I'm gonna hope everybody has a good day, and please check out Crack in the Box and the Crap Goth. And those of you that find it intriguing something you want to follow, please click the like button and the share button and the join button, and let's get the word out for both those channels, because Corey deserves a legacy. He deserves to be remembered. You never find a brighter little boy. You need to watch his channel. You need to see that. He inspires the best in people. So, I'm going to go now, but please check him out. And have a good day.